Corner kick to Ipswich Town. It's the first one of the season that Connor Chaplin's going to be taking. 1-0 Bolton. Pulls it back this one. There's a shot and it's in! Oh, really clever free kick, and it's Lee Evans, who only scored in one game last season, restores parity on the opening day. Trafford just did not see it, straight from the training ground. Well done Ipswich Town, it's 1-1. Morsey's done well to release Leif Davis. Early ball in from Davis into the box, might go to Ladapo, blocked away, and there's a shot from Harness, and Marcus Harness scores his first Ipswich Town goal. Kieran McKenna in front of us applauds. 36 minutes gone at the New Lawn, and it's Ipswich Town who strike first. Forest Green Rovers 0, Ipswich Town 1. Harness with the ball to the edge of the box behind Burns, but he's got it inside the D. Gives it to Morsey. He tries to pick out the top corner, and he has done. Glorious goal from Sam Morsey. It was a lovely goal all round in terms of the build-up from Ipswich Town, but the finish from Morsey was impeccable up into the top corner of the net from 25 yards plus. That was an absolute beauty to give Ipswich Town a 2-0 lead just before half-time. Danassian's going to take on Lewington. Brilliant from Danassian, back to Burns! Superb goal! Tremendous goal from Ipswich Town, made by Danassian, scored by Burns, and last season's player of the season is up and running. Ipswich Town, who've been on top, lead MK Dons inside 5 minutes. Wes Burns with a goal. Chaplin to Burns, sets himself up, then takes aim, saved by Cumming. Surely tapping for Harness. 2-0 Ipswich. Marcus Harness checks that the flag has stayed down near side, and it has, and he scores in successive league games. It's his first goal at Portman Road. Marcus Harness makes the scoreline Ipswich Town 2, MK Dons 0. Burns down the right to the overlapping Danassian inside the box. Nice play from Danassian. Pulls it back to Chaplin. Town are winning 3-0. Terrific goal from Ipswich Town, again made down the right-hand side. The celebrations start, and surely Ipswich Town are heading towards consecutive league victories. 7 points from 9. They lead MK Dons by 3-0. Town by far the better side. Lee finds Harness. Harness outside the area on his right foot. He shoots and scores against his former club. It's 3-3 league games for Marcus Harness, who slides on his knees to the near side in the rain at the Pirelli Stadium. Up go the away fans to celebrate, and Ipswich Town draw first blood. Burton Albion 0, Ipswich Town 1. Once again, it's Marcus Harness with a fizzing right-footed effort. Pennington's robbed by John Jules. He's had a very good start to this game. Forward he comes, gets inside the box. Lovely play from John Jules. Oh, that's a magnificent goal. That is Premier League quality on his first league start for Ipswich Town. He's been terrific in this first 21 minutes, and he's just scored a sublime goal. It's Shrewsbury 0, Ipswich Town 1. Harness with a touch to Davis. Davis comes in field. Good play from him. Chaplin in the D sets himself and scores a fine goal. Town get that 2-goal advantage. It was a lovely spin and hit from Chaplin, and off he goes to celebrate in front of the away fans. That was another top draw goal from Ipswich Town, so in charge of this game, and they now have a cushion. Shrewsbury 0, Ipswich Town 2, and it's no more than those red and black shirts deserve. Davis in an attacking area, back to Morsey. Morsey shoots, cleared off the line, and it's forced in. Caden Jackson celebrates now, and Ipswich Town, who won 3-0 last Saturday, are repeating the scoreline at Shrewsbury. It's a fourth consecutive league win for Ipswich Town to stay top of the early League One table. Shrewsbury 0, Ipswich Town 3. Town free kick, around about 23 yards from goal, right of centre, 0-0 after 27 minutes. It's going to be Burns or Chaplin against his former club. There goes the whistle. Let's see what Town can do. It's going to be Chaplin. Terrific! A beautiful goal. Connor Chaplin strikes against his former club. The Barnsley supporters are seated silent over in the far right corner. That was a tremendous goal from his cultured left boot, and Town lead Barnsley 1-0. Danassian heads the ball to Chaplin far side, to Burns. Forward come the Blues. Burns has Danassian overlapping. Burns inside the area, into the middle looking for Morsey! Sam Morsey finds the back of the net, A lovely goal on the break from Ipswich Town in the sunshine, and everyone's up singing and dancing in Portman Road. Ipswich Town take the lead for the second time in this game. Can they end the first month of the season with a fifth consecutive League One victory and remain top of the table in September? Town 2, Barnsley 1. The ball pings towards Edwards in the box. Left footed towards the far post, and Harness rises higher than anyone hits the bar of the post. And then the ball drops into the net, and Ipswich Town have the breakthrough. Marcus Harness with his fourth goal of the season, which we all thought he'd got at the weekend. A few days later, he does get himself on the score sheet for a fourth time. And Ipswich Town, from Marcus Harness's header, lead Northampton 1-0. Luca feigns to cross, bursts into the area, gets the ball, and then pulls it back. Harness against Maxted. Maybe a chance for a play behind him. And Town have forced it over the net. It's 2-0 Ipswich Town, and I think it's Marcus Harness got the final touch. There was appeals for a penalty just before then, but after 16 minutes already, Town well on top in their first EFL Trophy game of the season. It looks like a double from Marcus Harness, makes it Town 2, Northampton 0. Lovely play from Edwards, hangs the ball towards the far post, and it's headed in by Lee. His first competitive goal for Ipswich Town. The left-sided defender headed it down at the near post. As the ball arrived at him, he squeezed it in behind Maxted, but it was made by some fantastic wing play from Kyle Edwards. And with 26 gone in this game, Ipswich Town already lead Northampton by 3-0. Humphreys then knocks the ball forward into the box towards Burgess. Burgess heads it in, and it's 4-0 Ipswich Town. As a brave header from Cameron Burgess. Lovely floated ball forward by Humphreys, laid it on a plate for the centre half, and Town is certainly starting this season's EFL Trophy campaign with a win at Portman Road. They're 4-0 up on Northampton. Still alive inside the box, ball shoots, blocked off, headed into the middle, off the line, or was it? Flag's gone up, I think it's a goal. It's been given. George Edmondson has added his name to the score sheet. It's a 5-goal night for Ipswich Town live on BBC Radio Suffolk Sport. 7.5 minutes to go at Portman Road. Ipswich Town 5, Northampton 0. Brought down by Edwards for Ladapo! Freddie Ladapo finally gets his first Ipswich Town goal. And you can see what it means to him and his teammates. It's the 6th one of the night. It's been a rout for Ipswich Town. They've walked all over Northampton. A very, very comfortable, successful evening, and that's superb to see. Finally, Freddie Ladapo scores a competitive goal for Ipswich Town, and they now lead this game by 6-0. Well done, Ladapo. Corner kick, Ipswich, final quarter of an hour, and it comes from Evans. Yes! In! Volleyed in at the near post, and off goes Connor Chaplin to celebrate. The substitute has scored the opening goal at the Wham Stadium. 14 minutes from time. Ipswich Town lead Accrington by 1-0. Connor Chaplin. Edge of the area. Chaplin shoots deflected. 2-0 Ipswich. Connor Chaplin, he's claiming this one. Took a massive deflection, but the substitute is jogging away, celebrating in front of the away supporters, who are seeing another victory over Accrington at the Wham Stadium. Ipswich Town now lead this game by 2-0 with only 3 minutes of normal time to go. Morsey approaching the edge of the area, now Harness back into the area. Morsey, good play from Town, he pulls it back to Chaplin. Absolutely, what a finish from Connor Chaplin. Absolutely certain where that ball was going to end up. It was low into the corner, off of his trusty left boot, and that's undoubtedly his 6th goal of the season. 1-0 Ipswich Town. What fine build-up that was. Ladapo lines it up for Evans, who tries to pick his spot and scores. Good goal from Lee Evans into the corner of Belshaw's net, off to his right-hand side. It's his 2nd one of the season, and off he goes to celebrate with the North Stand. 10 minutes gone in the second half, and Ipswich Town have a 2-goal cushion. They lead Bristol Rovers 2-0. Edmondson bursting through midfield. Good strong run by him. He still goes on. Now in the box, Jackson! Yes! 1-0 Ipswich! Lovely finish from Caden Jackson. It was a superb run from Edmondson that started it, and the ball broke through into the Sheffield Wednesday area, and the Town fans off to our left are going nuts. 3.5 minutes gone at Hillsborough, and it's Ipswich Town who lead in the sunshine. Harness is now on the ball, wide right outside the Wednesday box, gives it to Burns. Danassian goes on a run outside him. Burns crosses into the middle towards Ladapo, bounces, and it's in! Town go 2-0 ahead, and it's an own goal. It's Iorfa, the former Ipswich Town player, under pressure from Jackson, knocks the ball into his own net, and Ipswich Town celebrate a 2-0 lead at Hillsborough. Davis with a corner kick, Ladapo with a header, might drop to ball. 1-0 Ipswich. Dominic Ball scores his first goal for the club inside 3 minutes. It's been one-way traffic. Arsenal have hardly had a kick of the ball, and Ipswich Town get the early breakthrough. Ladapo, the flag stays down, Ladapo scores! It's 2 in 2 EFL trophy games for Freddie Ladapo. He's had a few chances, he's missed those chances, the keeper's made some saves. He applauds the North Stand, who applaud him. It's a standing ovation. There's a massive grin on Freddie Ladapo's face. Cool as a cucumber, he slotted the ball beyond Grashik, and it's now 2-0 to Ipswich Town against Arsenal's under-21. Ball breaks forward to Ladapo, who's onside inside the Plymouth area. His touch is too heavy, he dinks it over the goalkeeper and scores! Freddie Ladapo, back at Plymouth, gets his first league goal for Ipswich Town. On the break, it ran nicely through to him, and it seemed to take a deflection that floated over the top of Cooper into the far corner. And there's 1,000 Ipswich Town supporters who set up at 3:30 this morning are rejoicing. Ipswich Town lead 1-0 at Plymouth, and it's Freddie Ladapo. John Jules on the centre spot. Gets it to Chaplin eventually. Chaplin coming forward to Harness. Harness, the flag stays down. Harness scores! Against his former club. The Portsmouth fans are silenced. Off he goes to celebrate. Marcus Harness' 6th goal of the season. Ipswich Town take the lead in this massive game. 25 minutes gone. Marcus Harness makes it Ipswich Town 1, Portsmouth 0. Edmondson to Davis. Davis goal side of Dale. Low ball into the box to Ladapo. Oh, what a first touch! What a substitution from Kieran McKenna! It's Freddie Ladapo with his first league goal at Portman Road. Scores in 3 successive matches and makes it Ipswich Town 2, Portsmouth 1. Edwards coming forward, the substitute, getting into the box down the left-hand side, trying to squeeze the ball into the centre. It's headed in! Oh, it's Wes Burns, who's made it 3-2! His 2nd goal of the season. What a crazy few minutes. It's 2-1 Ipswich, it's 2-2, and now it's 3-2. Once again, we're asking the question, can they hold on for the win? What a mad, mad world. It's always the same when Ipswich Town are involved. Evans, little dink ball down the right for Harness. First time into the box, it comes deflected. Surely turned in. It is! Finally, we have a goal, and it's Tyrese John Jules. His first goal at Portman Road, and it could be a biggie. Town have been frustrated, they've had to be patient, and finally their moment has come. They go 1-0 up against Cambridge United. Edwards with a cross. Oh, he scored! It's brilliant! Whether he meant it or not, we don't care. Kyle Edwards with his first goal for Ipswich Town, and it's a stunner. It's swung in from the far side, and in the blink of an eye, when we all feared a 0-0 and just a point for Ipswich Town, they've scored twice in quick succession, and at the moment they're heading back to the top of the League One table. John Jules tries to pick his spot, deflects off a defender, maybe a chance for Edwards. He scored again. You wait 30 odd games for Kyle Edwards to get his first Ipswich Town goal, and now he gets 2 in 10 minutes, and Ipswich Town have finally beaten Cambridge United for the first time in the league. It's 3-0 in front of 26,000 fans at Portman Road under the lights on a Tuesday night. Happy days. Corner kick to Ipswich Town off to our left-hand side. In it comes from Davis. Travelled a distance, and it's there! And it's George Edmondson with his first league goal for almost a year. Back in the Northwest, makes it Morecambe 1, Ipswich Town 1. Well done, George. It's Evans on his first spot kick for Ipswich Town up against Ripley. Come on, Lee Evans, put Ipswich Town ahead for the first time. Oh, he comes right-footed into the corner. He'll take many more for the Blues if that's anything to go by. Ripley given no chance. Tyrese John Jules now piggybacks Lee Evans in celebration, and Town now lead 2-1. The ball's given back towards the keeper. It's short. Round the goalkeeper. Jackson hits the post. Has to be a goal. Wes Burns scores. Just when you thought the moment had gone from Jackson, the ball pinged back to Burns. He was never going to miss. And no way were Ipswich Town going to go 3 games without scoring a goal. We have liftoff. It's Ipswich Town 1, Derby County 0. Edwards now inside the box. Davis into the middle unselfishly. Ladapo turns it in. Fine goal from Ipswich Town. Freddie Ladapo's 5th of the season puts Ipswich Town 1-0 up at Port Vale. Ball gives it back to Humphreys. Oh, what a goal! Cameron Humphreys on his full league debut nearly takes the net away. What a left-footed hit from 25 yards, went through countless players, and just look at those celebrations. Tremendous scenes. What a goal from the 18-year-old who makes it Port Vale 0, Ipswich Town 2. Stone just didn't see it. Humphreys, great run from the box from Humphreys, into the middle it goes, and it's turned into the net, and it's another goal for Freddie Ladapo. Leif Davis involved, and off go the Town players to celebrate with a travelling 1,700 supporters. What a game we have here at Vale Park. It's now Port Vale 2, Ipswich Town 3. Corner kick for Town, and it comes from Davis. It's headed in. Really good header from George Edmondson. Off the Town players go to celebrate in the far left corner of the valley, and the 3,000 go nuts off to our right hand side. And added on time at the end of this scrappy first half, it's Charlton 0, Ipswich Town 1. Burns' first time delivery, it's a great ball into the box, and it's headed in for 2-0. It's John Joles. He cups his right hand to his right ear in front of the Ipswich Town supporters, many of them rushing to the front to join in the celebrations, and Town have a 2-goal cushion in the 7th minute of the second half at the Valley. Charlton 0, Ipswich Town 2. Town go top of the League One table. Morsey with the ball to the edge of the box to Ladapo. Can it be the match winner? He turns and shoots. Oh yes, he can! Tremendous from Ladapo! Off he goes to celebrate, and look at the scenes on the Ipswich Town bench. They're jumping on top of Kieran McKenna, but tremendous stuff from Ladapo, the man of the moment. He scored 2 in the win at Port Vale. In the week, he might just have got the winner at the Valley. 3-2 Ipswich Town. Charlton players are on their knees, and Ipswich Town might have won this game for a second time. Here is ball forward to Morsey. Towards the edge of the area, he shoots, it's deflected, it's a goal! 4-2 Ipswich Town, and they're certainly heading back to the top of the League One table, and it's Sam Morsey who makes it 4-2 at the death. Ladapo's right boot towards Edwards, who's playing it forward to Vincent Young inside the box and onside. It'll pull back into the middle, it's a goal! Town take the lead at last, and it's Caden Jackson who finally breaks Bracknell's resistance. It was the pullback from Vincent Young, it was a flying move from the Blues, and finally they have the upper hand in this FA Cup first round tie. It's Bracknell 0, Ipswich Town 1, about time 2. Ball over the top for Vincent Young to run on to inside the box again. Vincent Young into the middle, 2-0 Ipswich Town. Ladapo surely makes absolutely certain that Ipswich Town are heading into round 2 of the FA Cup and a home tie against Buxton. They're 2-0 up at Bracknell. Ladapo with the second goal, his 8th of the season. Edwards on the attack for Ipswich Town. He's held on to it in support. Burns in for a third goal. Plays it square. 3-0 Ipswich Town. It's Kamara just on the field. It's his first touch of the game. It was an open goal. Burns squared it so unselfishly for the former Plymouth man, and he just side-footed it into an open net. And Kamara scores his first goal for Ipswich Town and makes it 3-0 here against Bracknell. And it comes headed on. Maybe a chance. It's turned in! And it's Luke Wolfenden. His first goal since February of last year. 68 games without a goal, and Wolfenden is taking the celebrations of his colleagues off to our right hand side. It was a tap in from 2 yards, but he was there to give Ipswich Town the first goal of the afternoon. Town 1, Cheltenham 0. To Humphreys, back to Morsey in the centre of the field, forming a nice partnership those two. Morsey over the top to Harness heads it down, and chance for Ladapo, and Ipswich Town score. Freddie Ladapo stoops to head the ball into the back of the net, and it's the former Plymouth player back in Devon who gets his 9th goal of the season. He's on a little run of form at the moment, Freddie, and it's Ipswich Town who lead 1-0 at St James's Park. And it comes from Davis, looks a good one, and it's headed in! And it's Marcus Harness who makes it 2-0 to Ipswich Town. A fine corner from Davis, and the former Portsmouth man gave Blackman no chance whatsoever. His goal drought is at an end, and Ipswich Town have some daylight. It's Exeter City 0, Ipswich Town 2. All of a sudden, Town like playing on the telly. Burns in some space on the right-hand side. Low ball into the box to Chaplin, who collects, shoots and scores. Clinical from Connor Chaplin. It was Burns with the assist, driven low ball into the box, inch perfect for his mate, who moved the ball between his feet very swiftly and fired it beyond a helpless Richardson into the corner of the net. But unlike in the last round at Bracknell, Ipswich Town have got a first half goal to show for their efforts, and they lead Buxton by 1-0, 33 on the clock. Morsey to Chaplin, Chaplin into the path of Edwards, Edwards inside the box, gets the byline, and the middle comes, and it's a Hadme. On his full debut for Ipswich Town, forces the ball over the line from no more than a foot out, but he's off the mark for his new club, and Ipswich Town lead Buxton by 2-0 inside 38 minutes. Ipswich Town come again, Chaplin shoots and scores. Lovely left-footed finish from 20 yards. Richardson didn't see it. Town get their first goal of the second half and make absolutely certain that they will be in tomorrow's third round draw. There's no coming back from that third goal in terms of Buxton's response in the latter stages of this game. It's now Ipswich Town 3, Buxton 0. Jackson robs Newton, Chaplin's in front of him, Jackson edge of the area into the box, it's 4-0. Caden Jackson, the substitute, finds the corner of the net, and Ipswich Town are cruising into round 3 of the FA Cup for the first time as a League One club. It's been a job well done. Town have been professional, they've been ruthless, and they've beaten Buxton by 4-0. Davis has travelled a distance, surely turned in safe, but then the follow-up is over the line, and it's Luke Wolfenden. Town score after 90 seconds. They take an immediate lead against Fleetwood. It's Ipswich Town 1, Fleetwood 0. Luke Wolfenden with his second goal of the season. Burns still has the ball, shapes it across, takes it on again. Still no room in his mind for a cross. Plays it short to Vincent Young. Back it goes to Morsey. Morsey first time in. There's a glancing header. Brilliant goal. Connor Chaplin pats his forehead as he goes off to celebrate. Lovely work down the right-hand side from Ipswich Town. And then a glancing header from Chaplin finds the corner of the net for his 9th of the season. And after 21 minutes, Town lead Peterborough 1-0. Davis with a corner kick for Ipswich Town, headed away to Chaplin! 2-1 Ipswich! Connor Chaplin didn't take any prisoners with that one. He goes to double figures for the season, and off runs the number 10 to celebrate. Town have another lead. Now can they hold on to this one? 12 minutes gone in the second half. Town 2, Peterborough 1. Burns to Wolfenden. Nice control from Wolfenden. Round the corner to Harness. Brilliant play from Wolfenden. Now Harness into the centre towards Chaplin, who shoots straight at McGinty. He spilled it, and Ladapo's there. Freddie goes to 10 for the season. And Ipswich Town lead Oxford United by 1-0 on Boxing Day. Corner kick for Ipswich, low from Davis. Oh, what a goal! Burns from the most acute of angles. How on earth did he find the back of the net? That was an absolute stunner from the Welshman, and it gives Ipswich Town a 2-0 lead just before the break. And Luco to Chaplin inside the D, outside the area. 3-0 Ipswich. It's all over. It's a very Merry Christmas at Portman Road. Ipswich Town picking up a vital 3 points by seeing off Oxford United. Ladapo, then Burns, then Chaplin. 3-0. Down the right channel, far side of the field, Ipswich Town attacking the box off to our left, and it swings from the midfield. A good ball as well, just needs a touch, and it's got one, and it's 1-1. Maybe Cameron Burgess who got the final touch. Few players hug one another inside that penalty area, but Portsmouth's lead lasted just 7 minutes. Congratulations to Ipswich Town. Superb response from the visitors. It's now Portsmouth 1, Ipswich Town 1. Morsey comes forward and shoots. Saved by Griffiths, but he spilled it, and Chaplin makes it 2-2. He's run into the net, he's picked up the ball. Town want a winner. Connor Chaplin, who scored in this fixture last season, has got Town's second leveller. He puts the ball on the centre spot. Now can Town go on and win it? Burgess to Chaplin. Chaplin dinks it into the box. Humphreys with a header and a great goal. Lovely goal from Cameron Humphreys. Created by Chaplin and headed home. He dived in there. Lovely glancing header from Cameron Humphreys, and the 2,000 Town fans are going crackers. It's now Lincoln City 1, Ipswich Town 1. Jackson gets it back from Ladapo, pulled into the box towards Humphreys. 1-0 Ipswich. Terrific side-footed finish from arguably Town's best player in this first half. Cameron Humphreys scores in successive games and puts Ipswich Town 1-0 up against Championship Rotherham, and you can't say it isn't deserved. The referee's happy. Forward comes Chaplin into the corner, and Ipswich Town lead once more, 2-1. Edwards through to Ladapo against his former club, round the goalkeeper! 3-1 Ipswich Town in dreamland. And it's Freddie Ladapo with a goal that he desperately wanted, and it could be the one which makes absolutely certain that Ipswich Town are through to the fourth round of the FA Cup for the first time in 13 years. Ipswich Town 3, Rotherham United 1. After years of misery in the FA Cup, Ipswich Town do not win FA Cup ties by 4-1 against league sides. They've got a chance to do it now. It's Wes Burns. They have this afternoon though. Town join Manchester United and Tottenham in the fourth round of this season's FA Cup. A tremendous performance this from Kieran McKenna's Blues. Out to Dinassian, back it goes. First time ball in from Davis Wolfen, and lovely touch. Burns shoots and scores! Wes Burns bangs it into the back of the net, and Ipswich Town make the breakthrough. In the 62nd minute, the celebrations kick off at Portman Road. Ipswich Town are 1-0 up against the league leaders Plymouth Argyle. Burns now has it, 1-1 with Fleming. Ball into the box is a good one to Harness. Harness dinks it towards the far post area. Headed down, has to be a goal, and it is! Ipswich Town get an equaliser, and it's Leif Davis with his first professional goal just 3 minutes after Oxford had taken the lead. And it's the Geordie who heads it into the far corner of the net, and it's Oxford 1, Ipswich Town 1. Davis to swing it in, left-footed, a play goes down in the box, it's a Morecambe player, Ladapo sweeps it home! A minute on the clock, and Freddie Ladapo gets his 12th goal of the season. How we desperately wanted a flying start, and Ipswich Town have obliged. Their first corner kick has led to the opening goal, and it's 1-0 Town. Ladapo inside the area, chance for Ladapo. He's hit the post, and it's in. Ladapo's got a double. Just 15 and a half minutes gone, and it's Freddie Ladapo with a fine finish after a nice incisive move from Ipswich Town, who puts them 2-0 up against Morecambe. Burns goal side, gets to the byline, gives it back to Chaplin. 3-0 Ipswich Town. It's all over by half-time, this one. Another beautiful goal. Ipswich Town are an absolute joy to watch tonight, live on BBC Radio Suffolk Sport. It's Ipswich Town 3, Morecambe 0. Burns to Chaplin, sets himself and scores! There is a fourth goal before half-time. Ipswich Town in absolute dreamland, ending that run of 4 without a league victory. It's Ipswich Town 4, Morecambe 0. Both Chaplin and Ladapo looking for a second-half hat-trick. Morsey floats the ball to the left-hand side. Edwards seeing plenty of the ball since coming on at half-time. Taking on Liam Bennett and beating him. Excellent play from Edwards into the box. He pulls it back. Ladapo with a goal! January's Player of the Month carries on his goal-scoring form, and boy, did Ipswich Town need that goal. It's Ladapo with his 14th of the season, who makes it Cambridge United 1, Ipswich Town 1. Brilliant play from Aluko. Ipswich Town have a man. It's Jackson inside the box. Hurst wanted. Hurst for 1-1. Ipswich Town have equalised. 2 goals inside the first 3 minutes. What a reaction from Kieran McKenna's Ipswich Town. That was a wonderful break. Aluko with a fabulously weighted ball. Jackson had way too much pace down the right-hand side, and there was Hurst in the middle to apply the finish. 1-1 at Turf Moor, and we haven't played 3 minutes. Broadhead looking for his first Ipswich Town goal. What a goal! A brilliant free kick by Nathan Broadhead. What a spectacular way to get your first goal for Ipswich Town, and what a moment to get your first Ipswich Town goal. Town are right back in this one. It's Broadhead's stunner who makes it Ipswich Town 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2. Town have already scored from one free kick in this match. 50 minutes played exactly. They're 2-1 down. He hits it towards goal, and it's in! From 2-0 down! Ipswich Town have turned this game right around. It's 2-2 at Portman Road. It took a flick off ahead. It was Davis who had the initial free kick, but all of a sudden, what a turnaround. It's now Ipswich Town 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2. Game on. Cleared away by Forest Green. Town build. Lovely ball from Broadhead. Chaplin's through, and Chaplin scores. The flag stays down on this near side of the field, and it's another early goal for Ipswich Town. Less than 3 minutes on the clock, and Chaplin's 16th goal of the season makes it Ipswich Town 1, Forest Green Rovers 0. The corner kick short, Davis to Morsey, and it comes from Humphreys, really dangerous, and Town have got another goal before half-time. It's a really sweet volley from Nathan Broadhead. Nothing doing could do about it. Broadhead scores on successive Saturdays, and Ipswich Town lead Forest Green Rovers by 2-0. Broadhead, lovely control. Broadhead into the area, overlapping is Davis. Davis pulls it back into the middle, and Chaplin makes it 3-0. Ipswich Town's winless run is over, and that's number 17 for the season for Connor Chaplin. No player has scored more for Town in a season. Remember, there are still 14 games to go after this. Since Daryl Murphy 8 years ago. Tremendous best ever season for Connor Chaplin in front of goal, and he makes it Ipswich Town 3, Forest Green Rovers 0. And after 78 minutes, Portman Road applauds Sir Bobby Robson on what would have been his 90th birthday. Town might score in the 78th minute, and they do! Oh, Sir Bobby would have loved this. It's Ladapo who heads it into the net right on cue, just as the Town supporters were starting to celebrate. The man who guided them in his 13 years at the helm to FA Cup and UEFA Cup success. Ladapo heads into the net to make it Ipswich Town 4, Forest Green Rovers 0. Given away by McEachran. In steps Morsey, well won by the captain. Morsey, edge of the area, brilliant goal. Superb strike from Sam Morsey. That was wonderful. After 20 games without a goal, you wouldn't believe it, the way he hit that right-footed rocket into the corner of the net. And after 25 minutes, it's the 6,800 Ipswich Town fans, the majority inside Stadium MK, who celebrate. Town lead 1-0. Clark to the right-hand side, looking for Burns, just outside the box. Low ball into the area, comes to Chaplin eventually. Chaplin turns, shoots, and scores! Lovely spinning hit from Connor Chaplin. Goal number 18 of the season. Off he goes to celebrate in front of the North Stand. 31 minutes gone. Town have the breakthrough. It's Ipswich Town 1, Burton Albion 0. Connor Chaplin once again. Clark with the ball forward to Burns inside the box. He'll get on this one by the byline into the middle. Has to be a goal. It's 2-0 Ipswich Town. And it's another Saturday afternoon Portman Road goal for Nathan Broadhead, who celebrates with supporters and stewards behind the net off to our left-hand side. 7 to go in this first half. Ipswich Town have clear daylight. They lead Burton Albion by 2-0. And Town can win this before half-time. Ladapo with 3-0. You have to fancy that this game is done and dusted inside 42 minutes. Well, the decision to make Ipswich Town play from right to left in this first half has backfired dramatically for Burton Albion. The Depot sweeps in for number 3. Ipswich Town 3, Burton Albion 0. Lovely ball to Davis, then to Chaplin. 4-0 Ipswich Town, when Connor Chaplin gets the ball on his left foot inside the opposition penalty area. That's the kind of thing that happens. The ball flies into the back of the net, and Ipswich Town equal the scoreline they had here against the likes of Morecambe and Forest Green. Still a quarter of this game to go, ominously, as far as Burton are concerned. It's Town 4, Burton 0. Luongo, Jackson wants it wide right. Lovely ball from Luongo to Jackson. Jackson first time into the centre. Broadhead has to score! 4 goals in 4 games at Portman Road for Nathan Broadhead. What a signing he's turning out to be. Jackson with the assist. It was tremendous football from Ipswich Town, but what a ball from Luongo to start it. Real quality. Kieran McKenna's men lead 1-0 after 12 minutes. Brilliant from Broadhead. Still got the ball, he pulls it back. Has to be a goal. It's the bar, and Jackson follows up against his former club. Back in the team tonight, his first league start for 2 months, and he's kept it with Ipswich Town's second goal of the evening, and surely that will be enough to secure all 3 points and 4 successive victories. 10 gone in the second half. It's Town 2, Accrington 0. It's going to be Edwards who hits it up and into the net. It's a fabulous free kick. Oh, whatever Connor Chaplin and Nathan Broadhead can do from that kind of distance, so too can Kyle Edwards, and Liam Isherwood on the field. His first piece of the action is to pick the ball out of the back of the net. He didn't see that. Town lead Accrington, 10-man Accrington by 3-0. Better to the left-hand side, gives it away to Burns. That was terrible from the Manchester City player. Here comes Burns leading the charge for Ipswich Town on the counter. Who's up there with him? He looks into the centre to Hurst. Hurst volleys it! Yes! Oh, what a goal! A beautiful finish from George Hurst. What a goal on the counter-attack from Ipswich Town. It's his first league goal for the club, and what a memorable one it might be. The Town fans are all up on their feet. That was a beauty. It's Bolton 0, Ipswich Town 1. Corner kick for Town in from Davis, yes! And headed in. Oh, what a goal that is. A beautiful headed goal from Cameron Burgess. What a scoreline this is. Bolton Wanderers 0, Ipswich Town 2. Is it going to be a 5th consecutive victory for upwardly mobile Ipswich Town? They're closing the gap on Plymouth. They lead 2-0 at Bolton. Chaplin to Burns. Burns down the right hand side of the box. In comes his cross towards Hurst, and he heads it into the back of the net. 2 goals in 2 games for George Hurst. That's a big, big moment for him. His first in front of a jubilant crowd at Portman Road. And Ipswich Town leads Shrewsbury by 1-0 after 15 minutes. Chaplin, great run from him inside the area. Brilliant from Chaplin. Still Chaplin on his left foot, pulls the trigger. Then there's a shot. It's another goal for Town. And it's the first one for Massimo Luongo. He deserves that goal as well. He's been terrific, the Australian, since rejoining the club in January. And now 6 minutes into this second half, Ipswich Town leads Shrewsbury by 2-0. And you can't say it isn't deserved. Town turning defence into attack. Broadhead early with a switch of play looking for Burns. It's excellent. Burns with header down. Chaplin inside the area. 1-0 Ipswich. Superb breakaway goal from Town. And Chaplin goes to 20 for the season. Magnificent. Walton to Broadhead to Burns to Chaplin. Town lead 1-0 at Derby, and it's no more than they deserve. Burns gets there ahead of Cashin. He's got the pace. Burns has got away from Cashin. He's inside the area. Chance for 2-0. Saved by the goalkeeper. Comes back towards Hurst inside the box. Hurst makes it 2-0. Terrific from Ipswich Town. Hurst goes off to the far corner of Pride Park as some fans disappear, and Hurst scores for the 3rd game in a row. It was Burns' pace that made it, but Ipswich Town go 2-0 up at Derby County. Their fans are celebrating. They believe it's going to be a 7th consecutive win for Ipswich Town. Corner kick number 2 for Ipswich Town with 8 minutes of the first half to go. Then it comes from Davis. Looks good. It looks very good. It's Hurst. Tremendous, another set-piece goal for Ipswich Town this season, and the bank holiday crowd is on its feet. Ipswich Town lead Wycombe Wanderers by 1-0. More quality from the Leicester lone player. Burns taking on his man Jacobson, has Clark in support. Jacobson slips into the area, it comes to Chaplin. Town trying to capitalise. Chaplin shoots and scores! 2-0 Ipswich Town, and we haven't even reached halfway. Happy, happy times these are for Ipswich Town. Striek completely wrong-footed. Chaplin goes to 21 goals for this remarkable season of his, and it's now on Good Friday. Ipswich Town 2, Wycombe Wanderers 0. Clark to Broadhead. Clark carried on the ball, squeezed it through to Hurst, overlapping his Broadhead. Hurst into the box towards Burns. Burns shoots and scores! And a Good Friday turns into a great Friday for Ipswich Town, ripping Wycombe Wanderers to shreds. And at the moment, in the live table, up to second place and looking good for an 8th consecutive victory. Super stuff from the Super Blues. 3-0 they lead Wycombe. Ladapo to make it 4-0 and make certain of an 8th consecutive win for Town. The Raw will tell you the ball is in the net. It's Freddie's 17th of the season. Town 4, Wycombe 0. This one's well and truly done and dusted. Clark with this throw. Town trying to take the lead into the Cheltenham area. It comes travelling away. Chaplin scores! It's a straightforward volley from Connor Chaplin from the long throw, and up goes the bench to celebrate. Somebody's chucked their jacket on the pitch in jubilation, and the Town players run to the far corner. They've got the goal they so desperately wanted. 19 gone in the second half. It's Chaplin, another goal for the little number 10, who makes it Cheltenham 0, Ipswich Town 1. To the left-hand side, in from Davis, looking for Chaplin. Chaplin inside the box, a chance for his 20th of the season. It was inevitable. What a man, what a season. Connor Chaplin with his 20th goal of a remarkable campaign, and it's Ipswich Town's century, their 100th goal in all competitions this season, gives them a 1-0 lead over Charlton. Chaplin gets the ball away from Dobson. Here is Broadhead, here is trouble for Charlton. Lovely play from Broadhead. Chaplin in for a second goal. There you have it, 2-0 Ipswich Town. He just can't stop scoring goals. Absolutely beautiful play from Nathan Broadhead. What a player he is. He laid it on a plate for Chaplin. Bang, one pull of the trigger, and Town are 2-0 up inside 15 minutes. Out as far as Luongo, who controls it. Tries to knock it in, looking for a teammate. Travel towards Broadhead, into the middle! The flag stays down, and Connor Chaplin has his first hat-trick for Ipswich Town. He'll get the match ball. He salutes the North Stand. What an afternoon for Connor Chaplin. What an afternoon for Ipswich Town. It's Chaplin 3, Charlton 0. Morsey winning that challenge as if Town were 3-0 behind. He's driving forward. Ball in the box to Ladapo to make it 4. And he has done! Ladapo's first touch of the game is an absolute beauty. A lovely finish from Freddie. And now it's 4-0 to Ipswich Town, like it was here last season over Charlton. And Freddie's homing in for 20 this season. He's now on 18 goals. Ball into the box to Ladapo. Ladapo with a chance for number 5. His second. Ladapo scores his second goal. And it's now Ipswich Town 5. Charlton Athletic 0. What a team this Ipswich Town side of 2022-2023 is. An absolute joy to watch. Magnificent scenes at Portman Road. Town fans, more than 29,000 here watching their team. They have been excellent. Smiles are back on faces at Portman Road. Chaplin gets the ball from Ball. Overlapping is Jackson. Chaplin still got the ball. He's given it to Jackson inside the area. Into the centre it comes. Edwards hits the post, and then Davis makes it 6-0. The icing on the cake. Ipswich Town's biggest league win of the season. What a performance. Take a bow, Kieran McKenna's men. Ipswich Town 6, Charlton 0. Town are back in the automatic promotion places. Burns' low cross in towards Broadhead. What a finish! Nathan Broadhead, the man of the moment. Lovely touch on the ball. Stone had no chance. And it's game on at Portman Road. It's now Ipswich Town 1, Port Vale 1, just what the doctor ordered. 7 minutes to go. Town trailed 1-0 in the game they had to win. It's now 1-1. What can Broadhead do from the penalty spot? Is he a hero out there? Forward he comes. Yes, he is! Nathan Broadhead, we love you! Ipswich Town 2, Port Vale 1, and Portman Road is going nuts! Davis with a throw into the box, headed down by Hurst. Maybe a chance for Broadhead, saved by Norris. Burns makes it 1-0 Ipswich! What a goal for Ipswich Town. Wes Burns runs to the near side and cups his ears in the direction of the home fans. 17 minutes gone in this huge game for the Super Blues, and thanks to Wes Burns' 8th goal of the season, they lead Peterborough by 1-0. Town wide left with Broadhead up to the edge of the Peterborough area. Little ball into the box towards Chaplin, and Chaplin makes it 2-0. Brilliant goal from Ipswich Town. Broadhead the creator, and Chaplin with his 26th of an incredible season. Just look at those scenes amongst the 4,000 sun-drenched Ipswich Town supporters. What a scoreline this is. Peterborough United 0, Ipswich Town 2. They're getting closer and closer to promotion. Burns' first time cross at the middle is a good one. But drop for Ladapo. 3-0! Oh, lovely finish from Ladapo. The hook volley into the corner of the net, and it's all over at London Road. Like Chaplin a few weeks ago, Ladapo, what a grin on his face, goes to 20 goals for his debut season at Portman Road. It's now Peterborough United 0, Ipswich Town 3. What a performance this has been. Davis in, it comes low, headed towards the near post, and it's in! It's a goal for Ipswich Town, and it's Nathan Broadhead. The flick header on the near post somehow beat Isted, and across they come to celebrate. The blue shirts around the Welshman. The breakthrough just on the stroke of half-time. It's Barnsley 0, Ipswich Town 1. Hurst battling with Anderson. Hurst getting the better of him. Superb from Hurst. Can he get through and on goal? Edge of the area. Hurst shoots. 2-0! Oh, tremendous! Unbelievable stuff from Ipswich Town. Two sucker punches right at the end of this first half, and that was a tremendous centre forwards goal. Back in South Yorkshire, what strength, what persistence, what belief, and what a right-footed finish from George Hurst. The Barnsley public watch on in disbelief. All of a sudden it's Barnsley 0, Ipswich Town 2. Hurst tries to put it past the goalkeeper, comes out as far as Chaplin with a chance to make it 3-0. Oh, what a lovely chip! It's Chaplin against his former club, his 27th of the season, and the blue invasion off to our left is loving it. Ipswich Town 3, Barnsley 0. Morsey, good ball from the captain. Chaplin, edge of the box, trying to set himself. What a goal! Connor Chaplin! Oh, what a start from Ipswich Town! Another blockbuster with his left foot, and he becomes the first Ipswich Town player for 41 years to score 28 goals in a season. We have liftoff. It's Ipswich Town 1, Exeter City 0. Luongo goes up to Hurst, tries to get the ball back to Luongo, given away by Exeter. Hurst inside the box, gives it to Luongo, bursting forward, Luongo! 2-0 Ipswich! The dream is being realised. What a goal from the Australian. What an impact he's had since returning to the club in January. It's all going Ipswich Town's way. 16 minutes on the clock, and they already have a 2-goal advantage. Luongo, lovely ball down the left-hand side to Broadhead. Broadhead has open grass, he gets into the box. Town looking for a third goal, and it's there! Oh, today just gets better and better and better. 22 minutes played in the Portman Road sunshine, and it's 3-0 to Ipswich Town. George Hurst with a tap-in, and Ipswich Town are on their way to promotion. Broadhead against Woods. It's 4-0 Ipswich Town. Utterly extraordinary from this superb group of players. Hurst battling for the ball, bouncing around in there. Two players go for the same ball, and Chaplin makes it 5-0. No one dreamt of this last night. What a crazy afternoon in the sunshine at Portman Road. The goals are flying in. Home fans just cannot believe what they are seeing. They are seeing Kieran McKenna's men storm their way into the championship. Connor Chaplin makes it 5-0, and we still have 12 minutes of the first half to go. Ball over the top from Chaplin to Burns. Burns is going to get goal side. Lifted over the keeper! And you know what? That's number 6 for Ipswich Town. Burns dances in front of the North Stand, and Ipswich Town carry on in the second half where they left off in the first, and they're now battering Exeter City by 6-0. Utterly unbelievable. Danassian into Ladapo in the box. Ladapo might have got the better of his man. Gets his shot away and scores! What a hit from Ladapo! Such an acute angle, he rattled it against the bar and has bounced down into the back of the net. That was fabulous from Freddie, and in the 50th minute Ipswich Town have the breakthrough they were so desperate for. It's their 100th goal of an incredible league season, scored by Ladapo, and Town lead 1-0 at Fleetwood. The dream is very much alive. Burns with the pullback to Chaplin, who controls it, shoots, might end up as a pass to Harness. Harness with a chance, and a goal! Marcus Harness gets his first goal since Exeter away earlier on this season, and what a topsy-turvy second half we are having. Ipswich Town led 1-0, Fleetwood led 2-1, and now it's 2-2.